Hello everyone, you are welcome to another exciting, educating and interesting episode of Ask Your Pharmacist on Drugnet TV. My name is Peggy Samuel. This show is proudly brought to you by Drugnet, your #1 online pharmacy. You can download the Drugnet app on Google Play Store or the App Store and order all your medications and have it delivered to you wherever you are at a cool price. This is also brought to you by the Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana and Vitc Fort, the best vitamin C plus zinc supplement from Samus Pharma. Big thank you to our media sponsors, ETV Ghana and GH1 Television. We are going on this break. I'll come back with more content, our location topic, and our guest pharmacist for today. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Are you tired of roaming for your medications and can't find them? Sick and alone and can't get anyone to get your drugs? Do you need to talk to a pharmacist? Or do you feel uncomfortable when buying certain drugs from the pharmacy? Do you want your drugs to be delivered to you at the comfort of your own home or office? Then it's time to download the Drugnet app, spelled Drugnet, from the Play Store or the App Store to enjoy total convenience. Use Drugnet, your #1 online pharmacy. For further inquiries on Drugnet, call 024 00 24455.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. You are watching Ask Your Pharmacist on Drugnet TV. Today we are inside Dwowulu and our topic for discussion is hypertension. Our guest pharmacist is Dr. Abeku Graham Bannerman. He's a senior clinical pharmacist at Dansuma Polyclinic. Farm Doc, you are welcome.
Thank you, dear.
How you doing?
Very well, yourself?
Very well, thank you. So why are we doing hypertension today?
Well, you see, hypertension, as we all know, is one of the public health concern that we are dealing with, and we need to teach and educate the masses as the reason why they should know and check regularly their high blood pressure or their hypertensive characteristics, so that we know that whether they are in good shape or not.
Okay, we need to make sure we educate you just so you can always check your blood pressure to know whether you're in good shape or not. Thank you.
Yeah, you say what will be a friend hypertension, Dana? I don't know anymore.
Oh, hypertension, I'm not seeing it, but I mean so much more about that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Don't you feel?
But the minimum says hypertension, yeah, maybe as a pressure and a deba.
Okay.
But me knew much about it.
Okay. And the internet no person be saw me wo ho efa hypertension you can was.
Okay, so I'm contact them meet me busa so Dr. Basho. Dey na this hypertension ba and pressure no.
Okay.
And the ba.
Yo, when you hypertension there, say nipa bia wo ho so check it or blood pressure. What I say? So we check it 3 times. And they will check it next week. We check it the following week. We check it. Be honest, sending na or sura ebro. We check it every 140/90. Not just any pan over there hypertension. And also no or so go home doctor. No share so do better to a draw so I don't know so no. You no for Herbal do so there and come. The doctor be catch on and the pharmacist be catch on. And no and nobody so to me yes no did you would you giant son no would just cigarette no more. Women say why come. So what you say? Okay. And they does. So what do you know about high blood pressure?
For that, I don't know much though, but I do see people going through that, and I usually hear things about it, not that much though.
Okay. Is there any question you want to ask me about high blood pressure?
For that, I think you can give me a little gist about it, how the whole thing is.
Well, high blood pressure is when somebody checks his or her BP at 3 different intervals, determinations, and it's more than 140/90. Consistently, anytime you check your blood pressure, it's more than 140/90, 140/93 or more, then it means the person has hypertension. Do you get it? And then there are causes of hypertension. Some people, they don't rest well, they don't eat well, they drink a lot of alcohol, they smoke. Do you get it? They take other illicit medications, medicine that the doctors have not prescribed for them. They take herbal medicines in addition to so many medicines. These ones can bring high blood pressure. So I want to find out what you know about hypertension or high blood pressure.
Yeah, hypertension in a simple sense is called or is known as high blood pressure. It's when the speed at which your blood moves increases or moves abnormally. That is what we call hypertension.
Okay, very, very, very well. Is there any other thing that you know about it apart from what you just told me?
Sure, I know a lot, but just a few to mention. Okay. Yeah, hypertension. Also, like I know the causes and ways to avoid, like to prevent hypertension.
Very, very good. It seems you know much about hypertension. Is there any other question you want to ask me concerning hypertension?
Yeah, some people believe that hypertension causes like sleepless nights. So I want to define how does it occur, and I want to define how it occurs, like how it's happened that you be having sleepless nights.
Okay, you see, hypertension, the other way around is the fact that if you don't sleep very well, you rather develop hypertension.
Okay.
Although, as you said, some people, when they are having hypertension, they can't sleep, or maybe sleeping too much could let them have hypertension. That's a myth that people are having. But what I want to tell you is that there are causes of hypertension. Okay, so if you're not able to rest well, you sleep, you work too much, you take alcohol. Some people are also born with it. You see, you're obese, you're overweight, and then you don't check your weight, you can develop hypertension. Okay, so I want to find out, gentlemen, what do you know about high blood pressure?
Well, actually, high blood pressure, for what we know for now, is whereby the circulation of the blood in the system does not what is how it's supposed to be circulated, does not do it its normal way, by way of force that it needs something to push it up in a way. Okay. So by then, if you're due to that, it makes you feel some sort of kind of noisiness and a whole lot of stuff. Yeah, and it's a very bad thing as well. In a way, it leads to hypertension. Probably you're not careful. It's a way sometimes doctors normally call a silent killer. Someone might be walking so healthy without anything showing he or she or that, but
exactly.
Probably you might hear the next morning, oh, he's dead, what went on, oh, his what BP shot up.
Okay, thank you. I think I like that aspect of the fact that hypertension is a silent killer. Is there any question you want to ask me?
Yeah, probably. I just wanted to know that what are some of the things we should do in order, because we know high blood pressure, which is when not all that control leads to hypertension. Yes. Yeah, so what I want to know is what are some of the things we need to do in order to avoid high blood pressure? Okay. People don't know much, but okay, it's something I want to. Okay. The sensitization should be more, okay, so that people will know what to do.
Okay, so let me tell you. You see, there are two main categories of things that we need to do as an individual in order for us to control your high blood pressure. Okay, for instance, you have to eat well, nutritionally. Okay. You have to sleep very well. You have to exercise. If your weight is beyond a certain limit, it has to come down. Okay. Do you get it? If you smoke, you have to stop. You have to stop drinking. You have to rest very, very well. Okay. You have to eat very well, as I said, in order for you to be able to control your high blood pressure. So what is BP? High blood pressure. What is BP now?
Oh, me to be that now. I am saying, oh no, dear, Obia Wabi. No, Obia any dear. Obi wa honey dear high. Tambia Wahano. Obi wa honso. Wabi ne dear on Hano.
Oh, shall I daddy?
Sani dear Ayakuma.
Mano, okay. Now, person Miss Mibisa, then also person who swim in chain. Our hypertension.
Me perceive, me see an me who are dear amount. Yes, I know.
The attorney say hypertension. A idea a kuni papa. A buha ni moja, unyamuja broso, ne or check here a broso cra 140-90. Or the machine shining sana check here. A cost so. A buha on the D. A buha or yeduma on home. Oh, be so near the wono. Biswa or soon do. Yakase, Nesontia on Nesonti, and maybe because we are no monsansa, a boa, no cigarette. Yakasa on jai, et mima BPA day, a costro. Same, but some bisa also say, a den of a cell busami. Say, Opesa Unyancha Chebi or blood pressure one, and so bet me, a bisami.
Ah, okay. And young person, me when say near me. I said, near Miss Mitchell, my dream found, he said, like, Bessan Bisa, Nientia, a crime so, and I no send your missing chair, you know,
be fast when your blood pressure.
Blood pressure, and I'm missing person.
Okay. A quine and macro, a quine a row, subibri, so many different ways. Obi a bit media war. If I say we bush animal. Be so no ankasa, needy. Na okay no udidi ye a ye obi wa ondidi ye odi nema basa Odidi time bia keke, obetumi nya pressure. Obi odi nchine bebre, obetumi nya pressure. Obi wo wa on rest, obi adwuma saa, on home, obetumi anya. Obi wo so animu yedu osun, oso slim down, on slim no didi ka ho, obetumi aiden enya. Dem ka what ase e. Obi so wa de bia no cigarette. No cigarette sa ka so onja ensanom. Oh, when the pressure bad nipa kro no so. Ama nipa kro no obe checking the BP no na bro 140/90 or checking 3 different times de bia na wo so e ba nsape o so ko hu doctor na ko hu pharmacist na ofa kwan be so no eden o manage sa yare we eden e because say e ku ni papa.
Hey Kofi, are you coming to the party? Everyone is here.
Oh, Mido, I'm not well low, and I feel too weak to go out and get drugs.
Oh, Kofi, why the hassle? You can order all your drugs on the Drugnet app.
Drugnet app?
Yes, Drugnet app. I don't stress myself any longer. I just go on the app and upload all my prescriptions or call the pharmacist on the app, and my drugs are sent to me at a fee of only 5 cedis.
Wow, this is amazing. I feel better already.
It's time to download the Drugnet app on Google Play Store or the App Store and enjoy total convenience.
Drugnet, your number one online pharmacy.
Okay, so today we are going to be talking about hypertension, Doc. What is hypertension?
Well, hypertension for any individual, it's taking your BP or BP check in 3 different determinations at 3 different points. And then when it goes above 140/90, then we can simply say that that person is having hypertension.
Okay, so the normal should be 140/90?
More than 140/90, yes.
Okay, so hypertension is the same as BP, somebody may ask.
Well, hypertension is the same as high blood pressure. Okay. Yes, the BP is blood pressure.
Blood pressure.
Yes.
Okay, great. So it's the same as high blood pressure. Doc, let's talk about the signs and symptoms of hypertension. What are they?
Well, you see, hypertension presents in so many ways, but unlike other people, they don't even see any symptoms, they don't see any signs, but that doesn't mean that they are not having their BP being elevated. So what we normally do is to sometimes you feel that you have headaches. You can even have what we call ataxia. There will be blood coming from your nose. Some cannot even sleep, some can even throw up. All these are signs and symptoms of hypertension, yes.
Wow, that sounds pretty intense. But what are the causes of hypertension?
Well, hypertension comes from so many varied factors. Some are born with it. Some are from the fact that you are black, or some are the fact that you are a Caucasian. Some also come from the kind of food that we eat. Some drink alcohol, smoking, and a whole lot of factors. All these signs or factors can elucidate the fact that somebody would have hypertension.
Okay, so does diet have a role to play in this as well?
Very, very important. When you eat very well, you rest very well, you exercise very well, and you check how your weight is and the kind of alcohol, whether you drink alcohol, strong alcohol or not, that one can affect somebody having hypertension or not.
Okay, I'm very particular about genetics. You know, I can exercise and do all of that, but I mean, am I still prone to getting hypertension?
That one has to be checked at the lab so that we know that your family line, whether you people are predisposed of having hypertension or not.
All right, wow, that sounds very educated. Let's talk about the risk factors, Doc.
Well, you see, when it comes to risk factors, certain things that we do that will let somebody have hypertension. For instance, if you don't sleep very well, if you don't eat very well, as I mentioned earlier, nutrition, and then if the fact that somebody drinks so much, the person doesn't rest, the person doesn't take any form of exercise, the person is obese or overweight, all these are risk factors that the person could have.
Wow.
Having hypertension, yes.
So that means that you have to be doing something, either eating right, exercising, just so you don't have to.
Very well, resting, they are all key factors, yes.
Wow. I really hope this is treatable.
Well, hypertension is not treatable, but it's managed. Once you are diagnosed of having hypertension, your healthcare professionals or your doctor or your pharmacist will help you to take one form of medication or the other, all in the name of managing the hypertension for you. So it's extremely important to see your doctor to make sure that it is well managed.
All right, so definitely it's manageable. So if you are hypertensive, always ask your pharmacist. There are best medications out there to treat. Thank you so much. You are watching Ask Your Pharmacist, and it's time to pick some of our questions from social media. Doc, the first question is, can I take my herbal drugs together with what my doctor gave me?
This is a very interesting question, and I know a lot of people have been doing that over the years. But the answer is no, no, no. There's no way we should add our antihypertensives or high blood pressure medications with herbal medicines. But if the need be, please talk to your pharmacist or your doctor, and then it will be sorted out.
Okay, so definitely that's not recommended. Talk to your pharmacist and it can be sorted out. The second question is, I was pregnant and I was diagnosed of hypertension. Is this something I will have to deal with for the rest of my life?
Well, the answer is yes and then no. This is a typical case of pregnancy-induced hypertension, what we call eclampsia. Normally, when women are pregnant, sometimes their BP goes high. It can be sorted out. Normally, after delivery, it goes away. But if it doesn't, your doctor will manage it for you. Thank you.
Okay, so the doctor can always manage and your pharmacist will always be at your end as well. Thank you. Dose for Healthy Living is up next. Do not go anywhere.
Today on Dose for Healthy Living, avoid mixing. Don't mix your medications with food or drink unless instructed to by a pharmacist or a doctor.
I really did hope you learned a lot. This was fun-packed, and I really hope you did grab a thing or two from this episode. This show was proudly brought to you by Drugnet, your #1 online pharmacy. You can download the Drugnet app on Google Play Store or the App Store. Speak to a pharmacist. You can always get your medication delivered to you at a cool price. This is also brought to you by the Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana, supported by Vid Seafoods, the best vitamin C plus zinc supplements from Samus Pharma. Big thank you to our media sponsors, ETV Ghana and GH1 Television. I will be coming your way with more and exciting episodes. Until then, be safe, and like I always say, always ask your pharmacist, because what goes inside of you is merely irreversible. My name is Peggy Samuel, and it's bye-bye for now.